What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim, City of the Damned. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. We are going to be doing some leveling right now, getting 95% chance to parry. God, you were just a sex animal, Leonhard von Falkenberg. He is just a sex minx. I will probably focus on agility on these guys. It just seems like a smart thing to do since they do a lot of jumping, climbing, running, rolling type rolls. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. This guy, I don't know. He's terrible. He's just the worst. I probably just do something with his points and it'll be okay. Maybe. Let's go with agility on you as per normal. You there, sir. Let's keep working your parry on up. I would love for your parry to be a little bit better. Right now, we're just waiting to get paid. And as soon as that comes through, we should be able to start giving people some level ups, making them a bit more shiny, making them a bit more trustworthy in combat. His ballistic skill went up. That's very, very nice. The last combat was good to us. The last combat was really, really good to us. We kicked ass on the last one. We definitely kicked ass. I'll probably keep him with the pistols just because he's got a lower chance to hit because I've got him leveled weird. But let's go through here, and honestly, I got a shield of health. That gives plus 15 wounds. I'll probably swap that in just because it's a really, really good object to have. 15 more wounds is never a bad thing. He gets HP when he levels. We're going to be giving him some toughness in the future, but that's totally cool for me for right now. I do wish we had picked up a couple more helmets, but not that big of a deal. He's got that. For you, I'll probably go in on a... Let's see, plus 1 meter to charge and ambush range, counterattack damage... Dagger of Enfeeblement. Oh, really? That's pretty sweet. Go ahead and equip that. That's pretty nice. Everybody get your worth up. Our henchmen are getting pretty valuable at this point, though. They're starting to get real, real good at what they do. Hey, click on you. There we go. And I think I have an extra shield for you as well, which will get him up to 70% parry. The warband is starting to fill out right now. The warband is starting to fill out. They are starting to look like long-term keepers. Long-term keepers. With Luther Haas, I mean, I could really have him do whatever. I'll probably end up selling off a lot of this gear anyways once I equip, like, the random stuff on everybody. It's not a... You gotta click it, by the way. It says that it'll be highlighted when it starts out, but you gotta click it before it'll actually let you equip anything. It's another one of those little UI problems that I've noticed. Alright. So as far as this is concerned, I'll probably get rid of the Greta's Boon. The Great Axe of Surprise. You get ambush damage and overwatch damage. You know, I really don't care that much. We can't even use that, so we'll get rid of it. I need cash more than I need anything else. Like, I am really cash poor at the moment. And so I would love to stock up the cash box. Rock the cash box. You know how that song goes. And along the way, if I could get rid of some of the extra stuff in here, I want to have more money. I'll hold on to like the general purpose kind of stockroom type stuff just in case I take on new guys. But I would love to get some purple spears. You know, spears are one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. I really, really like them. I feel like they're underutilized and most people don't use them, but they are really, really solid. If you're trying to get a hit off, like the high-level spears can deal a decent amount of damage while at the same time connecting really, really frequently compared to other things. So we got cash now. We sold off the stocks from the previous mission. Have we got paid for this yet? We have a shipment in transit. I would like to get paid before we do anything else, but let's get the hero started on... Oh, not you. You, where is he at? Featherhead, where you at, buddy? There's Featherhead. I want him to take Web of Steel. And so that's going to take him how long to learn? It's going to take him 3 days to learn. And it costs us a pretty good chunk of cash, too. He's turning out to really be our character that we can rely on. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bypass a day.
A new challenge is in sight.
If I've still got a shipment in transit, why did Lightdorfer... That's weird.
Market stock has been replenished.
Ooh, that's good too. Let's have a look at the market stocks and see what we have in here. it looks like in general... It's a blunderbuss. I'm still waiting on hunting rifles, actually. I would love to have some hunting rifles, and they are just hard to come by lately. Got a whole bunch more heavy armor, though, so who's not rocking heavy armor right now? I think we needed a heavy armor right there. But other than that, actually, we look to be fairly well equipped. So I'll take one heavy armor. I'll take the one light armor, too, because that's an upgraded version, and its armor absorption is almost as good as heavy armor. It's pretty close. So light armor tends to come into... It gets really, really good as you get towards the ending. Like when you have like the really, really epic light armor, it tends to be super solid, and it doesn't impede your movement nearly as much as other stuff does. I would recommend doing heavy armor training on a lot of these guys, just to give them slightly a better chance to make it, and for some reason he's turned pink now. Let's go ahead and help him out. We didn't get any helmets, so I guess that's that. I kind of wish we had helmets, but we don't, so I suppose I'll just live with whatever happens here. If I could go with... Yeah, let's keep the Green Bay colors rocking, I guess. That's fine. I'm not a Green Bay fan. It's just, you know, the only colors that match up, really. Perfect. That's the downside to customizing people, is every time you customize them now, every time you swap their armor out, it changes the color palette on you, and you gotta refix it. He's got 1 day left. I would like him to have heavy armor proficiency. It's gonna cost me 180. That's not too bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. He's got Web of Steel. The shipment you sent, you've been paid in full, so there's the next 500. That means that for the other heavy armor guys, their first foray is also going to be... He's a shield specialist, huh? I want these guys to be armor proficient so that they can move a little bit further. So there it is. And there it is. It's going to hurt our cash values, but I think if we keep picking stuff up from the map while we play, we should be good. And so they got 1 day left until that's finished off. Cool. Moving on up in the world. Moving on up. We're looking really, really solid right now. I am pleased with our current situation. I'm going to send 13 shards to somebody over here. So let's go... I'm just trying to get paid for right now. There's a little shipment. I tend to send everything that's in excess of 200 to... Okay, that's fine. All it was saying is that if you send things out in multiple shipments, when they come back, you'll get paid in one lump sum. So the return is... Got an average right there. We got an average good right there. Bookworms. Baron von Leitdorfer has contacted Luthor about locating an old volume reputed to be lost within the Great Library of Mordheim. Our total value is 1,400, but I'd like to beef it up a tiny bit more before we do anything else. What was the deployment criteria right here? Each warband deploys in a wide arc from their wagon. Okay, that's good. Let's see what we've got here. With the newly found armor proficiency, deployments should be a little bit easier since I can rely on... Actually, we're really spread out. Holy ballses. Okay, well... We need a collapse point then. Like a place that we can fall back to where the archers can be safe. That building looks lackluster. I'm thinking we deploy this way. I'd like to look at each of these buildings until we figure out a good spot for people to be. Okay, well, the buildings here are not super amazing. So, there's nothing that's really kind of piquing my archer's fancy right now. And this is all perfectly fine. That's actually not the worst spot I've ever seen. Because what we can do is we can actually line them up linear right here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Everybody's going to work towards this spot. And assuming we're not up against Skaven, we should be fine. Looks like we're up against Sisters, but they've got a new hero type that I am unfamiliar with. Go ahead and climb up there. Oh wait, that's not even remotely close to where I want to be. Okay, never mind then. This is not my spot. This is my spot over here. The Sisters do have the benefit of a really big movement range, so it is possible that they might be on us over the next turn or two. But they should be all the way on the opposite side of the map. They should be over here, just like we are. This is actually a deployment that I really, really like. It's got kind of like a wall of death mosh pit type thing going on that can turn out very, very interestingly. I don't like the way those eyeballs just like look at you. They're just like, hey, how you doing? I'm an eyeball. I'm looking at you right now. How do you feel about that? Like, stop it. Stop looking at me. No looking at me. So these guys are all going to have to go up here one by one. That's the downside. Is that unfortunately, due to the nature of this building, they're going to be firing over each other's heads. I can do some slight shifting around by using the door to my advantage. Oh man, the AI is going to have a long-ass turn in the middle, aren't they? That's funsies. We shouldn't have too many problems with anything they're putting us up against. The only downside to fighting against the Sisters is they drop shitty loot. Like, they never drop anything that's actually going to be useful to anybody in your warband. Bit of a downer there, but... ah, well. I'm hoping we can make a couple hundred gold every single mission from here on in, so that if we can pick up maybe 5-7 items on the way in each time, each worth about 20 gold apiece, we can start really, really, really getting the training train going, I guess. We can really start to get the old railroado training moving, so that our guys will actually have some kind of chance at matching up with the enemy who has full skills right now. They actually have like all their slots filled, as much as their points would allow anyways, whereas we do not. And so I'd like to get some of my archers some of the cooler abilities like Vital Shot and things like that that can help out over the long term with engagements. Man, that is a long turn that they get in the middle of my turn. The armor proficiency is a big step, though. I don't want to understate that. The armor proficiency... kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Since we are a little cash poor right now, my next suggestion would be that, you know, we don't leave any warpstone behind because it's all useful. It all does something. Probably put him on Overwatch right there, and then I'm going to hope that he can collapse back on the next turn. If the enemy gets here faster than I thought, the Sisters use a couple of different abilities that allow them to actually be fairly mobile. So, it looks like they only have a couple of heavy armed people too, so heavily armed people, so we may be dealing with a bunch of dodge. I'm going to start putting points into accuracy on some of our higher level guys so that their crit chance goes up, and also so that I can negate the enemy's dodge a bit. Just because he's facing... he needs to go this way. Luckily, his movement allotment is really, really good, and so that should give him a pretty solid chance to get back over here. All of these guys should be doing quite a bit better as far as their movement's concerned now. Yeah. He still needs to level up a bit more, so his movement is going to be lackluster until he catches up with everybody else. He's actually the new guy right now, although he is one of my favorite characters so far. I really, really, really like him as a character. I wish you started with him instead of Youngbloods. Youngbloods are good, but Youngbloods are very single-faceted. They shoot things, the things fall over and die. Mission accomplished for the Youngblood, you know what I mean? Whereas, that guy over there, what the mercenaries really need is a solid melee combatant in the opening. Like, their guys are alright, but their champions are so good. I really love the selection for the Reichland mercenaries as far as their heroes go. Their heroes are very, very dependable. They're very diverse, which I think is another thing. Like, they can be built in a... I really need to stop walking next to walls. Alright, so you stand there and just chill for a minute. I don't think we're going to be up against anybody anytime soon. I'll probably slap him in the leather armor once we get a little bit further in. He's wearing blue clothing right now, which gives him 15% dodge. I'm hoping I have time to get everybody into position before the enemy gets here. Once they get here, my options for kind of like moving people around are going to be a bit more limited. There's treasure inside of there. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to corner him up real fast so that the other guy has a little room on the stairs. And then actually, is that everybody? Can you go in here? Oh, he can go right there. Okay. That gives him a few more options. I mean, that's fine right there. Yeah, hang out inside that little window. And that'll buy us a bit more time. They should be here either this turn or the next turn, unless they're broken. Sometimes they get broken and they get stuck. I actually had a loss to the sisters because of that. They were all busted inside of a house. Like, they got stuck, and in order to bait them out, I had to send somebody into the house to, like, re-trigger them. And once they had attacked somebody, they came unstuck, and they flooded out of the house, and I wasn't all set up, and it was just kind of a mess. I think they're taking full turns because it's taking a while. Usually when they're bugging out, they just instantly end their turn the second it goes over, but you can never tell. Wait, do we have somebody? Oh, she's coming that way. Okay. So he's got her pegged through the window. Good. If I know anything about the sisters, they'll try and pick off the isolated guy along the fringe. They'll try and get this guy over here. Basically, their only hope is that they can close ranks fast enough and pick off somebody on your flank. Then once they turn that flank, they're going to work it as hard as they can, hoping that they eliminate enough guys along the way to make it so that your archers are undefended. I'm going to go ahead and set him up right here, since there's not really much room left over there. These guys are all going to maintain their position. Oh, there's one right there. Good. We should be able to deal some damage when she comes in, too. That's their other champion, so that pleases me as well. It pleases him. Okay, so web of steel on this side. Very, very nice. Alternatively, Tammy Metzer, I know you've only been here for a little while, and you have earned no helmet nor hat. However, I shall place you right there, Tammy Metzer. You, sir, his new nickname's Tiny Dancer. You, sir, will stand guard right here. Just in case the sisters decide to break through on that side, which I think they will. They're going to come at us pretty hard from over here. And in fact, it may be better off. I may have him stack back a little bit further. And we'll make a perimeter here. And maybe like a secondary perimeter like here. Almost like a shark fin. Kind of a listric defense, I guess. I think that's the word I'm looking for anyways. Yeah, let's do that. If I have to, I'll make him disengage on the next go. Basically, I want these guys set up on the stairs right here so that the enemy has to fight in range of some of our shooters. I want them to be getting pelted on both sides by shooters.
A new round has started.
I like your position perfectly fine. You, sir, will be on Overwatch, although I doubt that he'll be able to take a shot at her. We might be extended a little bit too far out. I may need to collapse some of these guys back against the stone wall right here to get this to really, truly work well. There's a shot and a miss right there. She's some kind of Bujitsu blind monk thing. I don't really know. Ooh. Big crit right there in the beginning. Nicely done. Staying out of the way. Well performed. 50% chance to hit. My God, she's like a ghost. And now it begins. She's going through the side right there. That's not good. However, she couldn't make it all the way through the door. Really? You got no shot from right there. You can't shoot that? I'd break out the tape measure for that one if we were playing tabletop. I don't know about that. You just stay on Overwatch, I guess, then. I'm gonna scooch that archer back into the corner. She would have charged if she coulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, so whatever. I may have him fire a couple shots at her first, too, before he leaves. Let me soften her up slightly. Really worried about the right flank right now. They're inside these buildings over here. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the sisters. They are unequivocal. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was gonna say. They are super beastly melee combatants, so you gotta watch out for that. they will win in a straight fight if you give them the chance, but that's all they're good at. They suck at everything but straight fights. Come on, give me the turn. Let's do it. Alright, so you, sir. Go ahead and feed... What was your chance to hit if 93? Go ahead and feed her a shot. There we go, perfect. Kelly Plasek. From there, I'm gonna say fall back to here, maybe. And we'll just deal with things as they come. On this side, he already fired his shot. However, he should have something right there. Straight through that window. What a hell of a shot. I'm garbage. I took archery and everything. I'm still garbage with an arrow. I can put it on target, but I definitely hit no bullseyes. And if you make it complicated, like through a window into a person's leg while they're moving, I am legless. So since they're all deciding to collapse through the door here, that sort of changes my strategy around slightly. On the next turn, my champion's going to disengage and fall back towards the stairs to give me a better advantage by being able to level my fire against their entire force. That being said, there. That'll keep her from going through the door, while at the same time allowing me a little bit of leeway as far as these fights go. I'm going to wait for the disengage right here, so I'm going to have him delay. You, sir, need to disengage without getting charged. And then from right there, we'll go parry stance. Maybe a little bit over. There we go. That's better. Now, there's no guaranteeing what's going to happen here. Sometimes the AI sneaks through your lines even though they're out and they shouldn't be able to do that. I've seen them do it a number of times now, and it is a frustration whenever it occurs. However, I think I should be able to set up a pretty solid parry line right here where they shouldn't be able to do much. It's important that you learn to turn your flanks before the enemy gets a chance to turn theirs. It's a big deal. It'll save your life. So, for example, if these guys have been hit from the side like that, before I'd had a chance to adapt to the enemy's strategy, I thought they were going to come down this corridor. Instead, they came through the buildings. I would have been in big trouble had I engaged on this side, yet at the same time had to fight on this side. We want to keep everything on one front, and so now we have a really, really solid unified front over here. Now, this guy's just going to chill on this side just in case. We want him to basically be like a tackle on that side in case shit goes wrong. I don't know where she's going, and I don't know what she's doing, but looks like she's swinging around the outside. I'm really not positive what the point of that was. There's no actions available from right there. Alright, well, sooner or later, she's going to have to walk through there, so give me an overwatch. Maybe you get her through the window when she comes back around. You, sir, it still baffles the mind that that's not a shot you can take. That seems like a pretty fair, square shot to me. So instead, I'm going to set him up right there, so if she swings out wide to go after somebody, she's going to catch a round. My intent was also to try and block off some of this. Oh, she got her charge off. Look at that. Okay. Acceptable. I don't know why his hit chance is so low. It's probably because the enemy's leveled up and he is not. However, he's doing a fantastic job of not getting hit, so good for you, man. Good for you. Okay. Sort of an interesting way for that to play out. But I accept. Kelly Prasik is already fairly well dealt with. Stupidity check. Who's got a stupidity check? Huh. I wonder if that's a wound or what that is. She's got a stupidity check. I don't think I've ever seen a sister with a stupidity check before. Insert wisecracking joke. We're going to go ahead and try and hurt her as much as we can because that's where our best chance lies in doing a lot of damage before the next turn. The rest of these guys are going to have a lot of trouble. Since you only get one shot, make it good. Ah, I said make it good.
Sorry, my gray hair's got in the way. I got confused. I was like, ah, what is that? Some kind of sunspot? I have cancer. Ah! I got nervous. Got very, very nervous.
Since they swung back around that way, I'm going to have him collapse over here. Why not? Let's go ahead and get started on her. This should be a fairly straightforward kill. Maybe a little dodging involved, but we got Web of Steel, so I'm not afraid. I am unafraid. Web of Steel is super overpowered. If you don't know what Web of Steel does, essentially Web of Steel makes it so that you get 3 parry checks in a turn. So normally how it would happen is the enemy would roll to hit, they would hit, then you would roll to parry, and if you failed your parry or passed your parry, that's the 1 parry you get. Everybody else that tries to hit you, you no longer get to parry them. However, nothing there that I want. However, this gives him 3 chances to parry, so he can parry 3 separate people, 3 of the same person. Basically, it makes him a whirling dervish badass who just cannot be defeated. Yeah, I kind of expected that one. I did not expect 2 of them to miss, though. However, it's just a 55% chance, right? So there's always the chance when you've got a coin flip that it'll go badly for you several times in a row. Right now, we've got a good advantage in that we're unified and they are not. And so if we can wipe out the little trickles that they're sending at us first before, you know, more of them get in on this, I think I'll feel better about our chances. Their morale is very, very good, which means that this is going to be a fight to the death. Like, we are fighting into the earth right now. I think he gets to swing twice, so we may have a chance to take her right here. No crit, though. I was hoping maybe, but I don't know. Crits are not a thing that are dependable in this game.
A new round has started.
For his dodge chance, I'm going to have him fall back and just stay... I don't know if I want him to ambush or if I want him to dodge. Stay dodgy, I guess. If that's your strength, work with it. You don't have much of a choice. Who are you shooting at? Her? I don't like that shot, but okay. Wow, he hit her. Holy shit, that never happens. Cool. I like how he reloads one-handed. He reloads like you reload in, like, Time Crisis, where you just gotta, like, shoot off screen, or you gotta flick the gun real fast. Yeah, I knew she'd try that. The AI does not follow wall lines very well. We're staying pretty remarkably untouched on this one. He already used up his AP on previous attacks, so I don't think he's gonna get another one. I don't know what's up with that girl right there. She's... I didn't want that to happen, but okay. I wanted you to reload, but I'll accept. This sort of leaves him a little exposed. But... can you not shoot her? I would rather you shoot her. Yeah, that's a much more tempting shot right there. Greta Gales, that's a badass name too. I mean, technically the ninja girl has already deployed, so... we killed off the matriarch. That's going to be a pretty major hit to morale. Yeah, we should have this one in the bag, I think. I usually, I wait to profess things like that normally. However, we're doing pretty solidly right now. They've hit our shield wall and they have been bounced back. Never underestimate the value of a strategy and also your ability to disengage. I think a lot of people when they play this game, myself included, I'm still learning the game as I go along. I'm still learning strategies and like ways to play intelligently, like 2 swings and a disengage type stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of things available to you in this game that you can do once you've got a leveled warband. And so try to think outside the box a little bit and get a feel for what you can and can't accomplish. Is that your only shot right there? Yeah, give her the 95. We got 2 coming from that direction, and so I would rather have her down, like, right now. That should give him a really good chance to hit her, too. Since he only gets 1 shot, I'll go ahead and 95% it. 12 more damage. Not much from the bow right there. Not much from the bow. But then again, the bow is not a fantastic weapon in this game. I actually think it needs a little bit of love. Like, maybe adding 3 to its bottom and top thresholds for damage would make it a little bit more attractive. Right now, I tend to, if your army doesn't have to use bows, I don't tend to use them. Huh, she has to make a stupidity check. Weird. She got her dodge off right there, so that, assuming she doesn't have Web of Steel, will be the only one that she gets. If we stay on her, we should be alright. So there's a little bit more damage. She survived by 1. Unfortunate. Go Web of Steel real fast. If you got the opportunity, I guess, take her. We can disengage whenever we need to, so... Oh, I didn't want dodge stance. Why would I choose dodge stance? Down goes another one. Their morale is definitely looking a little shaky right now. We've got a couple more goodies right there. I'm going to take them, and I'm going to keep them. I also wanted to check the big boss lady. What does she have? She had a Mace of Warding and a Shield of Aegis. Ooh, plus 5% parry chance. Holy ballsacks, that's good. I'll take it. I will take it. If I can get you into combat, I would love it. Go ahead and get started over here. I don't want to get greedy, but I'm feeling greedy. They don't have much else. They've lost all of their heroes at this point. Like, what else do they have to fight me with? I think we should also... Yeah, let's finish looting her real quick. And so we got that. I think we already checked the girl that fell down over there. I think there's a treasure chest in here somewhere. There's a treasure chest right there. I wouldn't be against gold coins coming home with us in a little goodie bag. Alright, everybody. Can't back up. Everybody hang out. That Shield of Aegis is going to be the shit. Who wants to have 120 parry chance? I want 120 parry chance. It's going to be the shiznizkit.
A new round has started.
Sometimes I wish the enemy would just fold. Like, they've so obviously lost right here. Like, they're definitely not coming back. However, I suppose I'll give them a chance. Sometimes I feel like they have a lot more heroes than I do, but I know that's not true. Man, he is so, like, good at just not getting hit in the face. He gets lucky so frequently. Like, he should not have that good of dodge or that good of misses. Like, he should be getting nailed in the face pretty frequently. And yet he stays the hell out of the way every single time. Like a champ. Oh, I'm going to throw a Comet of Sigmar at me. Blow her up. Aw, she got unearthly vision. That's fine. I'll take it. Works for me. She gonna die on the next turn. She gonna die. I've abandoned my strategy right now, which was not intelligent. Keep arrows flying out. That noise they make when they get shot. Oh, I fired at the wrong one. Damn it. I needed the one on the left. It's okay. We've already taken this. It would take some pretty supremely lucky rolls in order to ruin this for us now. 40. Let's see how many damages I can get off right here. 29. Don't think we're going to kill her. I think she's going to stay on her feet for one more turn. But when she goes down, I think that should be the final loss for the enemy there. Do I not have Web of Steel? Where's Web of Steel at? Throw that on up. Oh, you're not even in combat? We'll finish her then. There you go. She's all yours. Also, check her for anything that we can sell for monies! Loads of money! I need the new guy to get some kills anyway, so that's fine by me. There's a dodge. Is there a Web of Steel? Is it avoidance or sidestep or something like that? I think there's a dodge equivalent. I did my dodge stance. Oh, really? They succeeded. Huh. I guess they're going to drag this one out as long as we can go. Hooray! Schwartzhain, I'm going to need you over here, pal. She's already used up her dodge, so it's time for you to stab the hell out. Oh, shit. What did that... Wait, why did she get to... Interesting. Didn't she already take her turn? How did she counterattack? Weird. I thought she already took her swings. Interesting. Staying out of the way right there, which is fine by
A
me.
new round has started.
Dodge tank, it's time for you to get some. Get up in here, Chief. Stab away. Enjoy shivving fools. As many times as you desire it. Maybe I should give him a sword or something. Something that deals a little bit more damage. No! He's trapped. Let's go with a big shot right there. She's not quite down yet, but take enough bullets to the spine, and I figure should be down eventually. And down she goes. Man, I wanted to loot her, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance. And there it is. We made a lot of money anyways. Not that concerned about it. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim, City of the Damned. I will see you all in future episodes. Hi do, everybody. It was a pleasure.